How's it going, guys? V8 Live here. We're doing a tutorial actually on Christina. It's basically the top mount gauges inside and step-by-step process on how to install them. But yeah, we'll go from there, So this is Christina, if you don't know, on V8 Life. Just polished her actually, well, cleaned her anyway. Eggs look good, it looks nice and shiny. So we're just going to take you through. So what I was talking about earlier on is these things here. I brought some Sv8 gauges, just a voltmeter and the oil temp. Basically, we're just going to do a quick tutorial on that, and yeah, let's have some fun. So usually in the 2004 VY Sv8 Commodore here, you'll just get any model really. You get these panels here, which can be taken out by just applying a bit of pressure. So what you'll find is that they're all held in by these steel clips, which are a pain in the ass sometimes, most of the time anyway. So that's what clips into these holes here. So yeah, you can either use a small screwdriver just to get at these two spikes there, just to pry them apart just a little bit. Because what you're going to be needing to do is when you buy the actual cover itself, which is this. I just brought this through Trade Me, which came from an Aussie company actually, which is cool. Cheaper parts, better part quality. So yeah, you just replace the steel clips onto the actual other nodules here. And yeah, slide them on, push them down, squeeze them together with a piece of pliers, I suppose. That was the main thing that I was getting a bit shitty with, basically. But in the end, I prevailed. Next step. I'm back at my house. I'll just pull one out of the actual thing here itself. So what you're going to get in the pack, you're going to get the voltmeter or whatever gauge you're going to have. Also, you'll come with a bracket which slides on the back, as so, like that, with the two threads there. Also, you'll get a couple of washers, spring washers that is. You can actually see these minute bloody things. Not very clear, is it? But yeah, two little spring washers. Which you're pretty much going to go over the top of that. And then a little 7mm nut. Have to use a 7mm spinner. So that's pretty much what you're getting. Easy to install, very, very easy. Make sure you don't try and lose these little spring washers because they're just a tad bit an arse sometimes. So basically, you're going to slide it into the actual casing itself. You've got the bevel here, right there, so it's not going to go anywhere once you put it in. Slide it in there like that. Basically, get the actual bracket. And all that's going to do is that's going to force the the steel, if you can actually see. It's going to force up against the plastic itself anyway, basically. That's the whole principle. So what I've done is put it to where it should be, in line with the other one. Put the washers on. Like I said, they're a bit of a fiddly thing. That's okay. Put the nut on. Don't wind it up too tight when you first initially put them on. You need to readjust it, obviously, once you get all these bits and pieces put on. Here we go. Because then you got big fingers, sausage fingers. I'm trying to fiddle around with these small bloody things here. So realistically, should be all pretty much set. I'll just unloosen it a bit, just because I haven't lined it up properly. Like I said, don't do it all the way. So realistically, you want it straight, in line with the other one, and you're just going to do them up. Finger tight first. Make sure you want the actual gauge lined up as the way you want it, which I have perfectly. And then you proceed to tighten. As you tend to tighten two turns on either side. Don't tighten up too tight. Don't need to. Just even tightening, basically. So that's what the spring washers are for, to keep the nut not falling off. Just like that. Use the proper tools for it, like a 7mm, like I said. You don't want to be stuffing the nuts. I know it's only a small fiddly thing, but hey, it's not worth stuffing the nut itself. So that's pretty much it. Next step would be going in, if you can manage to do, hang on, let's take you out of the mount. So if you actually want to do the wiring itself, all means go and do it yourself, but yeah, seek professional help. Pretty much, so you know it's going to be right. There are tutorials on YouTube there on how to do it yourself, but get someone that knows what they're doing, just to make life a bit simpler. You can always install the gauges yourself, as in putting it into the actual. That's the easy part. Get another person, qualified person, to come and actually install the wiring harnesses itself, because that's what they come with. Wiring harness. I'll actually show you. I'll go and show you that now. So back in the car now. Because I got two here. These are the wire harnesses. Only go one way into the back of the actual gauge itself. Obviously a 5-pin thing there. And also I forgot to tell you too, there's a little button on the back there, if you can see it. Probably not. There we go, you can see that now. So that will change the colours. I think there's about 4 or 5 different colours on it. So I've set mine for red, because my car's red. But yeah, so once you've got these actually wired up properly by a professional or do it yourself, all means, but I've gotten someone to do it for me. The only thing I haven't got hooked up is the actual oil temp. So that's the only thing that I haven't got hooked up yet, because yeah, gotta find a piece for the engine itself to plug in. So you get in the box you'll get a piece of paper. It's got the wire diagram. It's got where to put it, where the wires go, blah blah blah. But yeah, I am just going to put the phone down because I can't actually use two hands to hold this camera when I need to actually put this in. Be back in 2 ticks. Then I'll show you when I turn it on, how it lights up and whatnot. And go from there. So I've plugged them in. Like I said, the wire's only going one way. The actual plug itself only goes one way, so pretty simple. Then all you do, put it down. Done skis. So, actually forgot to bring my keys out, but it's okay. So when you actually get it, turn it on, and we get the green. So that'll be the start off colour. So if you really want to change the colours, just pop this up. Like I said, there's 2 buttons in behind there. Just a bit of a pain in the bum. So change the colours just by pushing that little black button at the back of the actual gate itself. And yeah, so the red suits, like, awesome colours. I actually do recommend SAS. That's the brand right there. But yeah, so that's me. So if you want to ask any questions or about the clips itself, or how to do anything else with it, just let me know. So yeah, another thing too is when you pry the actual plate off itself, you can go and buy some prying tools, some plastic prying tools to pop them off if it's a bit of an ass about it. But you can just go and get a maybe a screwdriver or something, just to be very careful on how you do it. Rip it off, and end result, you get that. But yeah, if you want to let me know what to do, pretty much ask me anything really. I'm willing to give out my input. But if you want me to do anything else to the car, that'd be cool. Any suggestions, I should say. But anything, I'm willing to give a go, give a try, work the mechanics out on it. You know, that's life, V8 life. So yeah, just make sure you hit that subscribe button, like it, send me a comment. Thank you very much.